In case you missed it on our Instagram, we are throwing a charity game. Kick the Stigma is coming November 16th on our YouTube channel.
We're getting a bunch of Toronto influencers involved. If you want to see more information, you can click the first link in the description to donate and check out our Instagram in the coming weeks for updates. Over to the episode. To start us off, do you think the beef between Real Madrid and Barcelona hurt Spain's World Cup chances?
Oh my God. I would have told you no before this game.
But this seems personal.
Because at the beginning of the game, you didn't really think that it was that serious.
Yeah.
Like, I was telling my friend, like, Hoyson is not two-footing Lamine Yamal. They're boys.
Yeah. Or like he's a chill guy.
But after this game, seeing Carvajal go up to Lamine Yamal the way he did after the game,
That's one of Spain's captains.
It might cause internal problems.
Yeah, and you know what? People that argue against that would be like, you know what? 2008, 2012, Real Madrid-Barcelona rivalry at that time was absolute peak. At the same time, Spain as a national team was absolutely unbeatable. That's kind of the same vibe they're on right now. Mm-hmm. But the difference here between then was back then it was a little more competitive. It was like I don't want to say friendly rivalry, but like competitive on the field rivalry. You see Lamine Yamal going on YouTube shows talking shit personally about Real Madrid and their players and what he's done to them, and like you see the reports coming out afterwards how childish the Real Madrid players find that. That's not just competitiveness. That's personal stuff.
Absolutely.
And that could spill very easily into the national team.
In the 2010s, when that rivalry was at its peak,
yeah,
competitive-wise, social media wasn't that big. Social media wasn't what it is today.
There wasn't this public kind of scrutiny and magnifying glass.
Exactly. So Lamine Yamal, at 18 years old, going on social media, doing all these things, man, it's almost... I can see why he's being detested, why he's being hated. And I can see why Real Madrid players are saying what they're saying. I mean, Jude Bellingham at the end of the game, did you see his caption on Instagram?
No,
Talk is cheap.
No,
Talk is
did
cheap.
he now?
Hala Madrid, something like that, yeah.
Oof.
So I could see a world in which the internal relations of the Spanish national teams are ruined in a way.
Lamine Yamal and Dani Carvajal are going to have to play on the same side.
Yeah.
Same side of the field. Obviously, Pedro Porro can start, etc. I think Spain, compared to back then, they also have more players that are playing at the top level, not for Real Madrid and Barcelona, like Rodri, Pedro Porro, obviously, Zubamendi, of course. So, like, you don't know how it's going to go, obviously. I would like to think they make it up, but also, like, it's the main guys on the Spanish national team beefing at this high of a profile. It's young versus old. It's a culture clash. It's like, it's not brewing a good recipe here for the World Cup. And if I'm a rival country fan, seeing that, like I am.
Y'all rivals to Spain?
It's like they're Spain to Portugal.
Fair enough.
Absolutely, dude. I'm seeing that as kind of like an Achilles heel, kind of like okay.
It's a way to
I see something happening.
You see
we've seen that happen before with national teams.
Absolutely. You see the Spanish national team and how good they are. You will take anything you can get right now. Mm-hmm. Any little bit of hope that you can get, that you can actually beat them and overcome them. Because right now they're, oh my God.
I know, absolutely.
And we're reminded every international break.
What a classic today's El Clasico was, Antoine.
My God.
And we're about to get into all of that on this episode of the 6 Yard Box Podcast. Welcome, everybody, to the 6 Yard Box Podcast. We are here. Thank you for remembering. I'm here joined by European champion,
of course,
Antoine.
Cannot forget.
Gyökeres hater, Arsenal hater.
Well, the first introduction was okay. I'm not a Gyökeres hater. I'm not an Arsenal hater. Let me just...
All right.
I'm a Gyökeres hater through and through.
Okay, Wirtz defender.
I feel like us as Wirtz defenders, we had a good week.
Wirtz defender in a City kit. It's the allegiances.
I'm a PSG fan. I can do whatever I want with my kits. All right.
Is it the Middle East thing? Is it the
the Middle East thing? Is that what we're doing?
The Middle East, is it kind of that territorial?
I mean, Nasser has a few connections over in Saudi Arabia.
Well, today we're talking about the El Clasico. Obviously, there's a lot to talk about from on and off the field in that game. We were talking about the Premier League title race potentially being over. And the lack of Blake is not well timed, but we're going to give you that Arsenal fix. Don't you worry. United are continuing their run.
United are good.
Took them a year to get back-to-back Premier League wins. I give you back-to-back wins. Like, this is unprecedented territory. We're winning too much.
So are we three in a row right now in all comps?
We're only in one comp at the moment.
Fair, actually. Wow. Yeah.
Until FA Cup in January.
Until yeah. So United Strand has 2 more games to go.
2 more games to go.
Is this the closest he's ever been?
Yes.
Wow.
I think the most he's gone is 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
He must be feeling good right now. I'd be booking my haircut.
Bookies say 15% chance that we beat
Nottingham
Forest and then Spurs.
You're beating. And then Spurs is going to be the tough one.
I don't know. I mean, we're going to get to it. We also have a little Premier League roundup. We have Bayern game. We have Inter versus Napoli. We have a couple other things to talk about in the football world, even though this will be a bit of a shorter episode. But let's get right into the meat and potatoes.
Can I just say, before we get into the meat and potatoes, I know you wanted to get into the meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
Awful scheduling from the Premier League this week.
Why is that?
First of all, no 7:30 a.m. game, which is...
Hold on. When?
No, okay.
I've never in my life heard somebody complain
Premier League Saturday. A Premier League
7:30
Saturday is usually laid out like this: 7:30. You wake up, you watch maybe a dead game, but you wake up and you watch.
You wake up.
Okay, but I didn't have my 7:30 wake up for the Premier League, and I'm kind of upset because
you actually wake up
the games after that.
Do you actually wake up every
I try to. Sometimes if the game is dead. Like the Chelsea Crystal Palace in the second game week of the Premier League this season.
Yep.
Fell right back asleep after that second
The first one was Newcastle Villa 0-0. That was...
I actually watched the entire one.
Yeah,
the entire game.
I fell asleep
I think that one was at 9, if I'm not mistaken. Might have been at 9. Anyways, usually it's 7:30. Then you have 3 or 4 games at 10. And then you have one at 12:30. This week, none at 7:30, 2 games at 10, one at 12:30, one at 2:30. What are we doing?
I like that more.
And then,
I like that way more.
Not that this is their fault, but 3 10 a.m. games, and you can't even watch the second half because you have the best show on earth at 11:15, the El Clasico. Just very disappointed with the scheduling this week.
They didn't take into consideration that you were at the pumpkin patch.
They should have known. They should have known.
Meat and potatoes.
Pumpkin and potatoes.
Pumpkin and potatoes. Get into the pumpkin and potatoes.
All right.
El Clasico, I think it started before there was any balls kicked.
Yes.
There was Lamine Yamal partnered up with Ibai, one of the biggest creators out in Spain, not trying to really poke the bear that much, but they were urging him to poke the bear.
For sure.
He poked it indeed. Saying stuff like Real Madrid are always like robbing teams.
Real Madrid cheats.
Yeah, just bringing up like kind of poking fun at the 4-0 from last year at the Bernabeu, which to be fair, like absolutely, I think he has a right to an extent to do that because of how dominant Barcelona were last year against Real Madrid. But I think this is the first time in history I've seen a star player motivate the other team to beat him.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, it's becoming embarrassing what Lamine Yamal is doing now.
Yes.
It is. Because you look at it works most of the time, but it doesn't seem to be working in the big games. His posts on his stories. Look at his last 3 big game posts on his stories. It's all losses.
I think his all-time record
is obviously high, right?
Which is why he continues to do it.
Portugal in the Nations League. Absolutely humble.
That's where it starts.
That's where it starts.
You don't if you come for the king, you best not miss.
All right, buddy.
And look what's happened since.
Yeah, fair enough.
Go on.
Then you have PSG in the Champions League. If you didn't learn from your humbling against Portugal in the Nations League, you do it in the Champions League, in Barcelona's biggest game of the season at that point, and you have a miserable 90 minutes, a good 15 minutes, a miserable 75 following minutes.
Yep.
And you lose to PSG's B team. And then today, with no signs that Barcelona are in a good state right now, with Barcelona seriously struggling, the squad is struggling, the team isn't playing really good football at the moment. You post the celebration against the Real Madrid fans the night before the game, and you get humbled again. It's embarrassing at this point. I'm sorry, it just is.
There's no life. No life in his performance, no life in any of the Barcelona players' performances. And look, I understand why he does it. Look, you just have to understand that some players are just going to do that. It's a social media age. There's players that have come and gone that would have done it if they had the tools that Lamine Yamal does. There's going to be cocky players no matter what era you go into. Absolutely 100%. And if you look at his production last year, you can kind of understand why he continues to do it because of what happened last year.
He's also not in a good... He's not playing well right now either. It's not just...
But confidence players No matter what form they're in, that's just a feature of them, no matter what form they're in.
It absolutely.
Real Madrid players doing that last year, and they're absolutely shitting the bed. They were doing it in this game as well. And don't get me wrong, if the fixture if the result was reversed, then it'd be like, these Real Madrid players are absolutely embarrassing at this point.
Mañana, bro, when Vinny and Rodrigo
we'd be doing this exact same conversation, just the opposite.
Maybe Lamine Yamal is just easy to target in today's football because he's the one.
Any player doing that is.
Yes. Let's compare like Lamine Yamal and his ego to his Zlatan Ibrahimovic when he was a teenager, and his ego, I guess. The difference for me is Zlatan. He didn't have the means that Lamine Yamal has today. He didn't have the social media, yet he stirred up the pot, and his level was backing it up. I'm not saying Lamine Yamal's level is not backing it up, but he's doing almost a little too much on social media.
No, there's always that shallow level conversation of like, oh, is the party life getting to him? Is he not focused on his football? I think all of that is an overreaction, if I'm being honest with you. I think some players just have those features, and maybe at some point it does come to bite them in the ass. Like, I'm seeing a kind of a repeat of Neymar's career here, so maybe in 10 years we're having that conversation on how he didn't use his best talent. But then also at the same time, like, I think, yes, these 3 times you could absolutely say that him posting on social media beforehand has embarrassed him here. But that's the only 3 times in his career that's happened to him, right? Like,
in his young career. Let's
Of course, but you have a year sample size where he basically went undefeated and just talking shit, and then having it pay off.
Yes, you're also capitalizing off a very poor Real Madrid last season, who were, let's call it what it is, in somewhat of a rebuild.
I mean, Barcelona started last year. The narrative was rebuild as well.
Fair enough, but you're telling me Lamine Yamal is going to go on for 15 years posting his celebrations on his stories until he retires?
I mean, I'm not saying that, but I mean, like, it may come. You may have to get used to it.
I think at some point you need to save face, and you got to stop. Like, Vinny doesn't do it.
Vinny does do it.
Vinny does not do it at the extent that Lamine Yamal is doing it.
Vinny does do it.
No,
he doesn't,
do it. Bro. He posts tomorrow on his story, yes. Bro, Lamine Yamal posts edits. He's talking shit about Real Madrid on the Kings League interview, whatever it was. Like, that's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, especially after putting up the performance that he did.
I don't know, dude. I don't think it's that embarrassing. I just think,
okay,
look,
it's embarrassing because of the performance.
Yeah.
On the back of that.
I mean, it's just like, he's going to do that no matter what. Like, how many times did he do it last season and it paid off and we were like, wow, fucking plus 1,000 aura, whatever the fuck. I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to fucking happen. Do you think it has a what happens in his next big game? He's going to fucking post before the game. I guarantee you.
Okay. I mean, we'll see, but...
Or he's probably posting right now, like, fucking...
Oh, if he posts right now, he's getting clowned. Let's be honest.
No, he's probably posting on a story right now, like, you'll stay on that side. You'll stay on that side. Like that John Morant that you'll stay on that side. Like, keep the same energy type shit.
Do you think it has a psychological effect on Barcelona players?
Ooh, Lamine Yamal, like these antics? I feel like a lot of them think the same way. Yeah. I think his approach to the game is kind of a collective. I think maybe they're not posting as much about it. Balde, Pedri, like these guys aren't outwardly posting that much about it. But I mean, like, you look at their team cohesion and how like this guy's getting them all to like dance and like, yeah, they're all on the same page. They may not be posting edits and they're not as full of themselves like Lamine Yamal is, but they're like, he's leading them, and that has worked so far. So I completely understand. Like, if this causes a fracture in the team, then I don't think it should.
I think this post or this post he did, specifically, it doesn't sit right with me more because Barcelona aren't playing very well right now. Like, if Barcelona were playing at the level they were playing last year right now, I would absolutely understand what Lamine Yamal is doing. But in the form that he's in right now, and the form that Barcelona is in right now, he's almost asking to be clowned. He's almost asking for this.
How are they doing the Champions League midweek? I almost forgot.
They won 6-1 against Olympiacos, but it was a very deceiving scoreline because they were struggling up until a fraudulent red card, who I think Barcelona fans can admit to as well.
Okay, fair enough. I was not familiar with that game.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're coming off a 6-1 win. I mean, I feel like you're gonna feel okay with yourself. Look, like
Before that, it was
and then
Sevilla 4-1 defeat, and then you struggled to get a winner against Girona.
was that their last game?
No,
or did they have one after that?
Girona was their last game in La Liga,
Where they
won 2-1
Okay.
after.
But Girona's not that good anymore, so it's like.
Yeah, but they won 2-1. It was a difficult game, if I remember correctly.
I see.
Yeah, it was Araujo scoring the last minute goal.
Oh yes.
And then before that, they lost 4-1
4-1
to Sevilla.
Yes.
It hasn't really been convincing as of late for Barcelona. So posting that, talking all that smack to your biggest rivals before the game, like, I can see why the Real Madrid players are saying it's childish, because it factually is.
And so here's the thing: would you want players on your team whose confidence rises and dips with form, or do you want players on your team that are going to keep a level of confidence and, dare I say, cockiness, no matter what the team's form is? Because I cannot tell you how many players I have dealt with who, when the going is easy, they are talking the shit. They are posting the edits. They are dancing in the dressing room. But then when the going gets tough, completely disappears. Mentally, they're not there anymore, and they look like a completely different player. The fact that Lamine Yamal, whether rain or shine, is having this confidence and is playing in the way that Lamine Yamal can play, that's not a red flag to me. That's a massive green one. And if you're getting triggered over some social media posts, I'm sorry, I think that's a you problem, brother.
No, I mean, it could be. I mean, it probably is a me problem, to be honest. I just look. I don't know. I totally see where you're coming from.
I think that social media posts are a byproduct of Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal is a incredibly positive thing to Barcelona.
But then do your talking on the pitch in the big game.
I mean, he mostly does. Let's not take this 3-game sample size and run away with it, okay?
I know, 100%. I'm just saying, in the biggest game of the season, that's what you do after talking all that, after saying Real Madrid are cheats, after saying that they cry when they lose. Like, it's a bad look. It's just a bad look.
Fair.
Didn't sit right with me.
You're absolutely right to think that.
On the other hand, however, I think it's safe to say that the El Clasico is well and truly back.
Oh, yeah. Even season before last, when Real Madrid were really kind of had Barcelona's number, it was still kind of peak then.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
But now it almost seems like with that tension,
it's way more even
a little bit
than
better.
It was these past couple of
years.
years.
Yeah, 100%.
And I love
you
that.
Look at the end of the game, we were talking about it earlier with Carvajal and Lamine Yamal, how his national teammate comes up to him and says, "You talk too much," all this. The fact that the police had to get involved to break up the fight at the end.
Love it.
That is peak. That is
Football's
peak football.
back, baby.
Football is so back.
Yeah. Let's talk about Real Madrid's performance a little bit.
Yes.
Let's talk about Jude
Great
Bellingham.
performance.
Let's talk about Kylian Mbappe. Is a Ballon d'Or run.
Oh, yes. It's yeah. Oh, yeah.
Number one favorite right now.
Yeah, I'd say
I feel
so.
like.
Maybe Kane as well, but
Kane, Holland.
yeah.
I mean, it all depends on where the trophies lie. Fucking Erling Haaland, by the way. This guy can't catch a break, having Ballon d'Or caliber years when it's the World Cup, and he has no chance.
I mean, yeah.
Because, I mean, like...
That's something that we've said in the
If
past.
this guy breaks the Premier League goal-scoring record in the same season as winning a treble, but because of his nationality doesn't win the World Cup, if he can't win the Ballon d'Or in that year, I don't see any world where he can win this one.
Yeah. I would agree. Unless Norway qualify. Which should be easier this year. I don't know what the standings are.
I mean,
right
48
now.
teams, it should be easier, just period. Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, but...
Yeah, a little.
I don't know. I just feel like that's a handicap.
A quarterfinals run in a World Cup and a record-breaking season in the Prem should secure it.
You would think.
You would think.
You would think.
You would think.
Yeah, what about breaking the Premier League goal-scoring record and winning a fucking treble, Antoine? What about that? Do you think that would do it?
No, I think Messi.
Do you think that would do it?
I think, yeah.
I think Messi should win it this year, actually. He's always 38. Fucking
Classic
crazy.
Portuguese, man. Classic. Let's talk about Madrid's performance. I will say, I was horribly wrong
About
how this game was going to pan.
Can we play that clip, actually? Hold on.
You're actually going to pull out the audio clip?
Can we actually...
I'll just say what I said. I said that Barcelona were going to wipe the floor.
I just want to hear it with the same, like, visceral that you were saying.
Okay.
That you were
I'll
saying
reenact
last
it.
week.
You want to hear my take, Julian?
Yeah, go on.
I think Barcelona are gonna wipe the floor with Real Madrid.
Oh,
Awful! It's up there. It's up there as a all-time bad take. But I don't think it beats your Scott McTominay overrated take, for example. I don't want to bring it back to that, but you've seen his goal this weekend. You've seen his goal. Hey, I was.
What about your Liverpool take?
What about your Liverpool? What's my Liverpool take? That they wouldn't make top 8 in the Champions League?
No, that they're gonna wipe the Premier League
this year.
Yes,
I have City winners, by the way. Just saying.
Okay, fine, but I had Liverpool third, and you were like blasphemy. You said that was fucking crazy.
Hey, we're 8 games into the season, brother.
That's when the form.
I'm just saying. There's been worse takes. Also, this is a prediction. A prediction.
Yeah.
Everybody gets predictions wrong. Compared to a Scott McTominay overrated, that's a statement.
And
you stand by it. Still.
I still stand by it.
You need to save face, brother. You're losing credibility.
I still stand by it.
Anyways, I was horribly
wrong. You
wrong.
don't understand my level of football.
At least
wizardry.
I can acknowledge, Julian.
I acknowledge all the time when I'm wrong. Don't do that. But I'm not wrong about this.
Okay.
Go on, please.
At least I'm acknowledging here that I was horribly wrong. Awful prediction for myself. Probably one of my worst ever. I just thought Barcelona were gonna come out in this big game and play and elevate their level from their previous games.
And what was my response to you?
What was your response to me?
You don't think the Barcelona high line is gonna cost them?
It did.
Dude, if Kylian Mbappe's foot was like one size smaller, and if they just timed their passes a little bit better, it could have been like 4-1.
Absolutely.
4-0 at halftime.
That's the only asterisk I have with Real Madrid in this game, is that they should have killed the game earlier. They made it a contest.
That's fair.
Towards the end.
That's fair. I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is more how we expected last year's El Clasico to go.
Before a ball was kicked. I would agree.
Yeah, with kind of like you kind of theorize like, oh, that high line might cost them. Kylian Mbappe, Vinny Jr., Bellingham picked them out and behind. Like, you would absolutely expect these kind of chances, and that absolutely came last year in the El Clasico, so Kylian Mbappe and the likes. But like, Barca responded in those games. Barca always came out in those games, and I don't know if it was because Rafinha was injured or whatever it may be, but there was no life in that Barcelona performance. Mm-hmm. What the hell happened? Yeah. This is such a stark difference from the Barcelona, the attitude, the approach that we saw them come into in every El Clasico last season. They looked a different level last year than Madrid did. And it was the complete opposite this time.
I'll tell you what happened. This was a Xabi Alonso masterclass in how he set up his team. 4 men in the midfield up against a double pivot. Pedri and De Jong were just completely boxed the entire game.
Yeah, that's true.
Pedri had a bad game because of what Real Madrid's midfield did to him. He played as well as he could have because Real Madrid's midfield were just so suffocating to him. Him and De Jong, they just couldn't find options. I mean, to have Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Arda Güler, and Bellingham just constantly mess up your counter press, constantly be at your feet, that is a recipe for success. And then we have to talk about Carreras' masterful performance.
Shut him down.
Oh, my God. I had my trepidations about Carreras in big games, notably against Atletico Madrid, where I was really putting up the question marks at his level.
Yep.
I think rightfully so at that time.
Yeah.
Because it was a bad performance. I was saying Fran Garcia maybe in the big games, a little bit more experience. But, man, what a way to shut out Lamine Yamal. What a performance. I thought Militao also had a great game.
He did.
To come back from an ACL injury, 2 ACL injuries, I believe.
Yeah.
Or 2 ligament injuries, 2 knee injuries, and play at the level that he played today. That is incredible. Valverde might as well stay right back because, oh my God. And if we're going player for player, Bellingham, that pass to Mbappe, the goal, his offside goal as well. I mean, very well taken. Nothing to say. This is the Bellingham we saw 2 years ago.
It absolutely was. Absolutely was. Like, the only Real Madrid outfielder you're really taking anything away from is maybe Arda Güler. The giveaway on the Barcelona goal. He kind of got boxed out himself. Yeah, it wasn't the best. But still, like, the setup from Xabi Alonso, you're absolutely right. Stupendous.
Xabi Alonso, this is his biggest win of his managerial career so far. This is his biggest performance and his best performance.
Interesting.
After last week's game against, let me just pull up who they played against Getafe. I was thinking to myself in front of the TV, I'm starting to feel that Xabi Alonso is almost not trying to impose his game as much on the players as I thought he would. He's almost letting the players play their game, which is kind of what Carlo Ancelotti was doing, but he's doing it at a degree where that is a little bit more tactical, and it's working perfectly. It worked perfectly against Barcelona. It worked perfectly against Getafe, who were an absolute hell to play with to play against in La Liga. Yes, there's tactical sense in how Real Madrid play, and Xabi Alonso is a very tactical mind who, with Bayer Leverkusen, won the Bundesliga, which hadn't been seen in however many years.
Yeah.
But he's almost backing off at times and letting his boys play because the individualities in that team are insane. And I think it's the perfect decision. He has the perfect balance between letting his superstars play, letting his team feel out the game and play how they want, and also imposing a little bit of tactics and a little bit of how they're setting up to form those automatisms and the things like that.
Automatisms?
Yeah. The automatisms.
Wow, very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. I mean, yeah, like you've absolutely taken the words out of my mouth. Like Kylian Mbappe absolutely killing it. The setup from Xabi Alonso, spectacular. I mean, like, what kind of underperformance does Barcelona need to sustain until we're questioning Hansi Flick, you think?
For me, I'm seeing a lot of stubbornness in Hansi Flick. I'm seeing. I shouldn't use this comparison because it's unfair to Hansi Flick and what he's done for this Barcelona team. But I'm seeing this almost the same level of stubbornness as a certain Ruben Amorim, and his tactics and his high line. I don't know. I think in a game like this, playing with that suicidal high line.
Yeah.
When you know your defense is nowhere near what it used to be last year and what it was last year, you lost the biggest piece of your back line last year, which was Inigo Martinez. I thought he had an incredible season last year, and he was so crucial to that back line. And you still operate in that way after Koundé has had a horrible start to the season. Let's say how it is. Kubarsi, I thought, hasn't been very good this season so far. Their best defender this season has been Eric Garcia, and I didn't think he had a great game. There's a lot of stubbornness in Hansi Flick. But also there's that conversation of, if you back up that line, you're almost playing the same way that Xavi did. And yes, that did win you a league, but it didn't really bring you anywhere else apart from that. And that's ultimately why he got fired.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he should keep that line high and let the attacking players produce what they're producing. I think Rafinha was a big miss in this game, by the way. Let's not.
I think, yeah, he is.
He's a big miss in this game. I don't want to make excuses for Barcelona because that was a horrible performance. But they did miss Rafinha. So I don't know if you keep that high line and let your offensive weapons ball, or you back up that high line and you get closer to what you were doing last year a little bit, or 2 years ago. I mean, with
Under
Xavi
or
with
Xavi.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know if I want to do that if I'm
Barcelona.
Right?
Yeah. It's weird because clearly right now the defense is all over the place, and this high line is losing them a lot of games. Do you think Barcelona's been figured out?
I mean, we were having this talk 2 weeks ago after the Sevilla game. I think, like, if they're, like, it's not causing fundamental issues with Barcelona, but when the cracks show or the chinks in the armor show, it creates inconsistency. It creates a kind of unpredictability to what they're going to be week to week. And that cannot be sustainable if you're making a La Liga push. So I don't think this hurts the way I look at them from like a Champions League perspective and their chances there. But, I mean, they're already 5 points behind Real Madrid in the table. Yeah. And they're really going to have to string together some performances. And look, the blueprint has been out there on how to beat this Barcelona team, whether you're Real Madrid or you're Sevilla. And there's going to be weeks, no matter what their form is, where that just happens. Where Eric Garcia is too slow, Ronald Araujo is too slow, where they're exploited in behind. And Hansi Flick is not changing things. And where, like, to sustain this football, like you said, the attack needs to be on absolute fire.
Yeah.
If you don't have a healthy and productive Lewandowski, which cannot be completely expected, but if Lamine Yamal is having an off day, or if Rafinha is injured, or if in any way this is not the Barcelona attack that was so productive last year, then the defense obviously is not going to be able to shore up to cover those goals. So you need to be having, like, this team is so dependent on an absolutely historically productively, statistically productive attack.
I absolutely agree.
And when it's not just good but spectacular, when it's not spectacular and it's just good, it's not good enough. That's their problem. That is their problem.
It's also the fact that they're relying on a lot. They're relying a lot on Lamine Yamal this season. Let's be honest. At the time that they're
towards
playing,
the end of last season,
Rafinha's
and this
injured,
season, yeah.
Lewandowski's injured, Dani Olmo looks like a shadow of himself out there from last season. Like, how much can you put your trust in these players? You just can't.
You can't. I mean, yeah. I really don't know. I don't know what to expect from the rest of this Barca team.
I mean, these two teams, Real Madrid and Barcelona, cannot drop points until either they face they face each other again or against Atletico. Like they cannot drop points against the small teams, especially Barcelona.
Yeah. I mean, their next games in La Liga are Elche, Celta Vigo, Bilbao, Deportivo Alaves, Real Betis. I mean, like these seem like easy games on paper, but any single one of them, you just get yourself in a pickle.
Of course, and that's the problem.
What's going to happen?
But
in those
they
games?
it needs to be greens across the board.
It needs to be greens across the board, and you need to be healthy, and you need to be productive, and you almost need to be historically good from an attacking perspective. And if you're not getting that, then you're going to get trampled in some of these games. So,
and look, I'm looking at this Real Madrid schedule as well. I mean, it's the same thing for them. They also need to win against the smaller teams. I think Real Madrid right now are more adept to winning against the smaller teams than Barcelona are because of what we just talked about.
yeah.
So I'm finding it very difficult to envision Barcelona taking the lead in La Liga until either these guys play each other again or something horrible happens to Real Madrid.
Yeah. So to recap what happened after the final whistle, again, like you said, Jude Bellingham posted, "Talk is cheap."
Yeah.
Which is
and a lot of Real Madrid
crazy.
players posted, you know how
Kind of like the same
you
thing.
you blast a player on your post for like Pedri. Camavinga posted Pedri pulling his shirt.
Oh, did he?
I think Vinicius Jr. also posted something like that. It was really funny. This is peak. It was peak.
It was peak. And then after the game, it was something like, was it Vinny that told Lamine Yamal that he always passes back? And then Lamine Yamal said, "Meet me in the tunnel."
I think it was the opposite. I think
Was
it was
it now?
Lamine Yamal. I think Lamine Yamal told Vinny, "You always pass back." I think that's what I read.
Jeez. And then Carvajal and Vinny Jr. and co versus Lamine Yamal after El Clasico saying, "You speak too much. Speak now."
Yeah. I mean, hey,
Crazy, man.
he got what he asked for.
Crazy.
For honest.
Ronald Araujo after the game said, "Let's see. I'm not going to talk to Lamine today. I'm just going to say that he's a great professional and that we're happy to have him with us. He's of age and know what he has to do." I'm looking for other quotes on what happened.
He's not going
during
to
the
talk
game.
to Lamine today. That's weird.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember the quote was, "There was definitely a call to meet in the tunnel to fucking scrap."
Yeah.
And that is cinema.
That might that might have been Yamal, you know.
That might have been your mom. I mean, like, would it be surrising?
That'd be
Would
funny.
it be surprising? No.
It'd be funny. After a
No,
loss,
would
you
not
just yeah.
He said, "Meet me in the goddamn tunnel." That'd be epic. I need to bring up the point as well, Anto.
Yeah.
And I hate to be that guy. But the referees in this game were pissing me off.
Yeah.
I know we deal with some BS in England. I'm going to get to Anthony Taylor in the United section. But Jesus Christ, the refereeing in this game. Oh.
Awful, bro.
Like, benefit of the doubt is an art in refereeing sometimes. You know, like the Eric Garcia penalty. What is he supposed to do in that moment?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like it goes off Eric Garcia, perfectly fine tackle, goes off Bellingham again, and then it goes off Eric Garcia's arm. It is ball to arm, not arm to ball, and then it was going out or into Szczesny's hands anyways. It was inconsequential to that Madrid attack. Did not cost them anything. And they still pull it back. They do a long review, and they give it as a Real Madrid penalty. Thankfully, in that moment, ball did not lie. But earlier in the game, again, same thing, benefit of the doubt. Like, those little tight offsides, like, again, they're supposed to be semi-automated. Took like 3-4 minutes to review, but I digress.
When an offside is played by a shoe size, that's how you know it's getting a little excessive.
Exactly. Like, this is the thing. If you're calling it in real time, or you're seeing the image and you can't tell if you can't tell the offside unless you get the fucking ruler out, just give the attacker the benefit of the doubt. That has always been how referees are drilled. Just like, we're not measuring whiskers here. Please. That ruins the game. It ruins the product. It makes it less fun to watch. It makes it less fun to play. I don't want to hear about letter of the law. This has always been how it is. Always been how it is. The whole VAR system is ridiculous to me. And Yeah, just those two calls in particular. One for Real Madrid, one against Real Madrid. But I just thought
The
both
Vinny
of
one?
them were like ridiculous.
The Vinny one?
What was the Vinny one again?
The
the penalty.
The
And
second,
yeah, in the first,
the second minute penalty.
Yeah, in the first fucking
Yeah.
2 minutes. That absolutely should have been a penalty.
For
I don't
context,
understand it.
in the second minute of the game, you have Vinicius being blocked. You have Vinicius being blocked by Lamine Yamal.
Being hooked from behind.
I mean, he shoots into Lamine Yamal's foot, but
Yes.
Lamine Yamal is blocking the ball. Therefore, it should be a penalty.
I feel like it should.
I don't see it.
So the argument afterwards was, I thought first the argument was like, oh, Lamine Yamal got a touch,
But
which is he didn't get a touch.
he didn't get a touch.
He didn't get a touch.
And that's exactly the difference.
But what the argument was afterwards in that instance was it was Vinicius Jr. initiating the contact on Lamine Yamal rather than the other way around.
But that doesn't matter. If
He's going to take a shot. And
exactly, he's setting himself up to take a shot. If Lamine Yamal touches the ball, then he makes a successful challenge, right? He gets the ball, even if Vinicius shoots in his leg or whatever happened.
Yeah.
Then I still think it shouldn't be a penalty because Lamine Yamal touches the ball and prevents the goal scoring opportunity fairly.
Yeah.
The moment he doesn't touch the ball, he is blocking Vinicius Jr. from taking a shot.
Yeah.
Therefore, he
If his leg is
prevents the
not
goal
there, he
scoring
gets the shot
opportunity illegally.
It was not Vinicius Jr. pulling back from the shot to intentionally kick Lamine's leg.
Yeah.
It wasn't that.
It's just
he didn't even know he was there.
The ball was there, so
So he goes to kick it,
Exactly.
and then and a fucking leg is there.
it's unbelievable.
3 decisions.
But I guess
forgot about
I
that
guess
one.
it was even in the end.
I don't know, man.
With the Barca one and the Real Madrid one.
Yeah. It's just so much stuff to piss me off in this game. But in the end, an entertaining El Clasico, almost ruined by the referees, but an entertaining El Clasico.
The Club Marca headline for this game: Lamine chooses Neymar's path. That is rough, man.
Yo,
That is
some of these Marca headlines.
Yeah, these Marca headlines, they go hard, man.
I remember last year. This is getting into Yap, but I did an essay on the racism faced by Vinicius Jr.
Yeah.
And I had to go deep into like the Marca like headlines, like translating them and like seeing what they were saying. And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like these are like, it's just the words they use and it's all, like the damnation that they're just not scared at all.
They go
to put on
hard,
these
man.
players.
They go
hard.
It's crazy. I mean, I'm reading some of these articles. Sometimes I read like Spanish articles or German articles in English just to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Man, the Spanish ones in particular, they just don't care. They dig into players.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't care.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I mean over here, if you're being that critical of a player, if you're even getting like a hint into more of like just criticizing the performance or like, you know, if you're not being respectful about it in any way, like you're you're getting bombasted. Like you're getting borderline like press credential taken away.
Yeah.
Anyways, anything else to say on El Clasico before we move on?
I think that wraps it up. Did we talk about Vinny?
I thought he had a good performance.
Yeah, great performance from Vinny,
Yeah,
man.
really good performance.
He's on a nice purple patch right now, even though he's not scoring goals.
But did
he's
it
doing
rub
well.
you? But did it rub you the wrong way?
How so?
His reaction being taken off.
Yeah, that's also the one asterisk I put on Xabi Alonso. I thought he coached a great game. I thought he set up his 11 well, but I don't know why you subbed off Vinny. I thought he was having a great game. He was in a time of the game. He was the time of the game that he was being subbed off. He was doing very well.
Yeah, it was like 60th minute or something.
But I think after that reaction went right into the tunnel, he went back to sit down on the bench. So I think it's fine in the end.
Yeah.
But I almost
It was
understand
even his
Vinny.
reaction on the field, like he visibly just
Yeah,
went like,
he's like, what the fuck's going on? Yeah,
are you doing?
yeah.
But
But I think I understand him just because of how good he's playing. I think he knew he was playing that good too.
yeah, he had a couple dribbles.
He was toying with
that were
them.
going everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's move on to the Premier League title race.
Let's do it. Or is it a race? Fuck me.
But yeah. Opening question, main question. What the fuck are we gonna do when Arsenal win the league?
Oh, yeah, no, that's gonna be bad. I think I'm gonna call a couple days sick. Just gonna leave you to it. I'm gonna while Blake and Miles are in here.
I think they can have a couple solo episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
They gotta show up first.
Yeah. Little shot in the dark there.
Fucking,
I don't mind it. No, it's bad, man. It's bad. It's Arsenal's league to lose now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think
it's
so.
always been. Ever since Palace beats Liverpool, you kind of have that feeling that it is Arsenal's league to lose. I mean, like, you kind of saw a little run from City there, but lost 1-0 to Aston Villa today. Didn't look their absolute best. They're gonna have performances like this where it just doesn't all seem there, and I don't think Arsenal are gonna have those games. Like, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about this for so long now. The thing is with Arsenal is they're just so hard to beat, man. They are so hard to beat. How many games in a row now have they not conceded a goal? They have 3 goals conceded in 9 games. They're on par.
Their defense is unstoppable.
It might be at the end of the season. It might go down as one of the best defenses in Premier League history, and I wouldn't be surprised if it did. I also wouldn't be surprised if they beat that conceding goals record that Chelsea set in 05, 04, one of those.
04, 05, yeah.
04, 05, yeah.
Under Mourinho.
I wouldn't be surprised. You remember what you said?
Under Mourinho.
Oh, you said I remember. I was like,
1-year-old Julian was traumatized seeing that.
but no, they're just so damn hard to beat. And I look at their league position. I see 4 points from second, but second is Bournemouth. So they are 7 points, if my math is correct.
God damn.
My math is not correct. 6 points from the second best contender, in my opinion, which is City.
Yeah.
Like, they're not really 4 points clear off top. They're 6 points clear off top.
Yes, realistically. They've won 5 games in a row. They're so good, you don't hear a peep about it.
Mm-hmm.
We've won 3 in a row, and it's like
It's
headlines, bro. It's fucking get the Clippers out. It's.
What can we really say about this performance, to be honest? Eze's first goal.
I mean, it's just like champions performances. You go in there, you get the business done, you keep it tight, and
it seems like the same conversations we were having about City when they were towering over the league.
I remember such straightforward
when we used to pod back in the old studio 2-3 years ago when we first started.
Yeah.
We would literally brush over City.
Because it's like, what is there to say?
Because they won again.
Yeah, they've won their 7th game in a row, guys. Nothing much else to say.
Exactly. I mean,
Ruben Diaz, Vardy killed it this week. All right, let's move on. That's exactly what we're saying now about Arsenal.
We can critique and analyze as much as we want the performance, but man, they're just so good. And they just win every week.
Yeah. We're going to have to talk off camera about a little contingency plan for if they win the league.
Like, what are we doing?
What do we do?
Like, are you going to call him champion of England every episode?
I think we have to flee the country.
Yeah. You're going to do that, though? Champion of England, Blake Talbot.
It's a 1-episode thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like you wanted...
Champions of Europe,
are you getting tired of it?
Of what?
Like, introducing me Champions of Europe.
No, it's second nature at this point.
Really?
It's fine, dude.
Okay, cool. I mean, I don't mind it.
But no, if they win the Premier League, maybe we'll keep it going for a couple months.
You think Blake would sacrifice the Premier League for a World Series?
No, I think he said he'd rather. I don't know. I don't remember.
I think that sacrifice must be made at this point. I'd much rather see happy Blake for Jays than happy Blake for Arsenal.
Yeah.
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 Not that I don't want to see happy, but I think it's just the fact that he's right next to me. It's just in my ear.
I know Blake's listening to this right now, editing, and he's texting the group chat as we speak.
Exactly.
Like, you fucking bastard. I know you do it.
You're an Arsenal hater, dude.
Let's talk a little bit as well. We don't have to talk about the Crystal Palace game that in depth, but we can touch a little bit on Arsenal's performance against Atletico Madrid.
Oh yeah.
Specifically, I want to ask you, Antoine, are you going to apologize to Victor?
No,
Gyökeres?
I will not. And I had this conversation with Blake because we have class the next day. This is how I walked in. I walked in looking at the roof.
Does he look at you going like?
Yeah. He's you know. So I'm looking at the ceiling, and he has his hand out to dap up. I see his hand in my proximity, so I give him a hand, and then he sees that I'm not looking at him, and he goes, ha ha ha. I'm like, bro.
The thing about Blake is he's very entertaining when Arsenal are losing.
Yeah.
He's fucking terrible to deal with when they're winning. And furthermore, just in like, I don't know if this has happened in the past like 6 months, but he has told us after Arsenal went out of the Champions League, he has told us like, I'm going to get my licks back. He felt very annoyed by rival fans when Arsenal were choking every title last season. But he was like, I'm going to get my licks back. I'm going to turn up the annoyingness. And my God, has he turned it up.
Oh, yeah, he's turned it up.
My fucking God, has he turned it up. Everything in football is there's something to be gained Oh, I got this right. I'm not gonna let you fucking forget about it.
So
I made this prediction back in fucking March.
exactly.
I told you.
He makes 15 predictions every week, and then one of them will be right.
One of them will be right.
I told you.
I fucking told you guys. He was going on a rant for 10 minutes while we were watching. We were on a live watch along for Fan First Network on Tuesday watching the Arsenal game. He wanted a 10-minute rant about, guess what?
What?
The Bayern game.
The Bayern game? Oh my god. The 2023 Bayern game. Oh no.
About the injustice.
2024.
About the injustice to Bukayo Saka.
It's unbelievable.
He pulled up the video. He was like, "This is a foul. You can't tell me this isn't a foul."
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
It is Arsenal agenda. It is every team wants us to lose. It is referees are terrible. It is I got this right. I got this right. I got this right. I could barely even celebrate Liverpool losing to Brentford because I see instantly Blake in the chat going, "God, it's so crazy how right I was about Liverpool." Shut up.
Oh yeah. No,
Like
it's
just like I told him, man, you're ruining the moment.
Yeah.
You're ruining it.
You're ruining it,
You're
man.
ruining it, man.
I will never apologize for Victor Gyökeres though,
Okay.
because that was a fraudulent performance against Atletico Madrid, saved by 2 tap-in goals that I think I could score, if I got that lucky too.
Yeah.
On the first goal.
Yeah.
Shoots against
first
someone's
one,
heel.
first one, low key. Hot take. I mean, it shouldn't be a hot take if you fucking look at the replay. It's an own goal.
Yeah.
It's an own goal. He shoots it right. It's not on target. Goes out to defender. And it's going away left into the net. P-roller. Second one, anyone could fucking hump a ball into the net. Whatever.
I've seen so many players do that.
Whatever.
It's unbelievable, man. And then you have these Arsenal fans saying, "Oh, you're worth the money." Come on, man. Like, you can't tell me after watching that game against Crystal Palace that he's worth the money.
No, on a real, again, like I've told you, Arsenal do not need, they don't need an Erling Haaland. They don't need someone that's going to get them, even 20 goals a season, honestly.
That's not what we were saying at the end of last season.
No, but what's going to happen, Antoine, what's going to happen is, like, you could, like, theoretically win the argument. Sure. You could have a disappointing
I think
season.
if you have Kai Havertz there, the result is just about the same because of Martin Zubimendi.
You think so?
I think he was the key signing this summer.
I did say that to start the season.
Called
I did say that. I did say that. Blake, I said that. I said that,
You
guys.
did. No, you did.
Fucking 100% ball knowledge.
The Atletico Madrid game, I thought he was the man of the match. I thought he had the best game. This game, again, he played incredible. I think if you have Kai Havertz up top there, you're fine. You're fine so far. You're still first.
I don't know. You never know. It's he's running the channels and he's opening up space for the wingers to then attack.
Like, are we dead ass?
He's running.
So what does Kai Havertz do? Is that not what Kai Havertz does?
No, he drops into midfield and he fucking.
Does it not open up the?
No, he doesn't run the channels.
Okay.
He doesn't.
Okay.
Okay.
It's unbelievable.
Something that I really don't like is how much we are ignoring the Liverpool downfall as much as we were talking Arsenal and trying to hate on them, even though they're going to win the league and they're going to win everything, and it's going to be a horrible next 10 months for us. But let's talk about Liverpool, please.
Let's do it.
They lost 3-2 away at Brentford. Absolutely embarrassing. They're going to be complaining about, long throws this, shouldn't have been a penalty that. But once again, I don't care what you did in the Champions League last week. Absolutely embarrassing performance to make that 4 losses. 4 losses
in a row in the Premier League. The same amount of losses that they had all season last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
They are under United in the table. Oh, I love this game. That's good to see, no? Oh, that feels good to say.
No,
we have not been ahead of Liverpool in the Premier League table after 9 games in I think 8 years.
My God.
Yeah.
That's awful. Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure, or at least 6 or.
Don't do it. 6 or 8.
6 to 8,
Okay.
kind of in that kind of range there. We haven't been ahead of Liverpool at this point in the season. We have climbed above them later in the season multiple times.
You guys finished second under Ole, I remember.
Yes, of course, but we have never been ahead of them at this point in the season. So yeah, I mean, we only have 1 less goal difference than them. We obviously have 1 more win, or obviously 1 more point than them. Sorry. The fact that we're even in the same conversation as us is fucking crazy. Man City are dropping points at the same time. I don't know what else there is to say.
Is Van Dijk's level regressing a little bit worrying, you think?
I mean, he's older. You should have expected it. I mean, we could have conversations about how much a Mark Gahey signing would have changed this for Liverpool. Mark Gahey's having a good season so far.
It would change it drastically, in my opinion.
Yeah. But again, I don't want to hear that, bro. You spent like 400 mil in the window. Like, I don't want to hear about it. I heard that from Liverpool fans last week talking about like, oh, but the transfer strategy and this, that, and that. Shut the fuck up, please, please. I'm not having any of that, bro. You'll never ever hear again a team breaking the Premier League transfer record twice in a single summer and then regretting their transfer strategy. That is ridiculous. Yeah. Say a quick word about like Hugo Ekitike, how good he fucking looks. Because my fucking God.
It should have been expected.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I shouldn't have. But man, he's so good. I think, and I've talked about this before, how Isak was starting over him against United, was it?
It was against United, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
I think what Isak has shown you so far, he's your best player, and what Ekitike. Sorry, I always mix them. I don't know why. What Ekitike has shown you so far, he's your best player, and you don't start him in one of your biggest games so far this season, a rivalry game. You're discrediting him. You're killing his confidence almost.
I think it was Versus on Twitter in midweek. Fucking absolute banger. After Hugo Ekitike scored, they said they captioned it saying, "Who said AI is taking jobs?"
I don't get it. Alexander Isak. I get it.
Yep. fucking.
That's cold, bro. That's good.
Cold.
That is good. That's
cold
pretty good.
caption. I hope that guy got a raise. But anyways. Yeah, he's absolutely balling out of his mind. I mean, he's the only Liverpool player you could really say that about.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, where are the issues?
It's the Salah. They're prisoners to Salah.
That's
what it is.
He did score though.
No, they're prisoners to Salah. He didn't have a great game at all.
He needs to come out. That's for damn sure.
If Liverpool wants to find positive results, Mohamed Salah should be on the bench right now, and Arne Slot shouldn't be scared to bench Mohamed Salah.
No. For Chiesa, you think?
For Chiesa, who also, by the way, I think is criminal that he hasn't started the game yet.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he comes on, he does something for you.
Yep.
It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
It could be for Chiesa. It could be to move things around and find someone else in there. Maybe can Ekitike, Isak double striker thing.
Yeah. Could you try Verts out on the wing? Has he ever kind of done that?
You can do that. Yeah, of course he's done that.
Okay. So there you go. I mean, there's options. You spend 400 million in the window, you're going to have options.
Yeah.
Again, like I said last week, I posed the question. I will pose the question again. At what point does Arne Slot come under pressure?
I think he's under pressure right now.
But like serious pressure.
I think it's creeping up for sure. I was really thinking about it. Like, it could change in an instant. The mood in this Liverpool squad isn't great right now. Yes, you won the Premier League last season in your first season. How competitive was the league really? Right? I mean, it sounds crazy. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be that surprised if things keep going the way that they are right now, that Arne Slot is gone by the end of the season.
Yeah. It's the exact same vibe that Real Madrid had under Ancelotti last year. You had massive players who we all half knew kind of was maybe holding the system and the team back a little bit. And then we were saying, like, you can't keep them in the lineup. They're having defensive issues. There was a lack of a system, lack of identity. And all these big money players just were not gelling whatsoever. They have since gone to a more tactical minded manager, and look what's happened. I'm absolutely not saying Arne Slot is not a tactically minded player, but I mean, like, even last year's Liverpool, I would kind of propose that was pretty much Jurgen Klopp's team. And the way that they played and the players they used, maybe if
there were players
I think if Jurgen Klopp stayed another year, I think we're seeing a very
there were players that, like Gravenberch, that were rediscovered under Arne Slot, like McAllister in that role.
But what do you think the lineup would have looked like?
I don't think Gravenberch would have been in that team. First of all,
you don't think so? Who would have played ahead of him?
I mean, Gravenberch was not in Klopp's plans. If you remember,
was he not?
I don't think he was.
I mean, not his short-term plans. That's for sure. I remember that.
I mean, last year we were talking about Gravenberch being the quote-unquote comeback player of the year, if you want to use American terms.
Yeah, I don't like who would have played there instead. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. You know?
yeah.
Endo?
Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones? I mean, maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But I think largely, like, like the players that he had and stuff. Like, it's easier coming into a team, having the players at your disposal that already know each other.
Yeah.
Not really bringing in any new pieces that could shake that up, and then building out a kind of system, a kind of identity that is very similar to what the players are already used to.
That's true.
This is a much different job. I mean, he might as well be joining a completely different club now with how many more challenges are being stacked on top of this, with how many more players are needing to come in and embed themselves. Like, these are all problems that teams have every single season that he had not had to deal with last year, right? So, I don't know. It's going to be very interesting how these next couple of months go.
Yeah.
This is a stark repeat of City's run in form last year. So we could very much see kind of like a return in January, like 100%. Like, they could go on a good run. They could recover. They could recover like a second, a third. If Arsenal go on like a generational choke job, then maybe the title is still in sight. Whatever. But they got to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
And City figured it out last year by spending like 200 mil in the winter.
Did they figure it out though?
That's
They steadied the ship.
They went on a good. They went on a
They
good
steadied
run,
the
I feel
ship.
like. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on now. Let's go over to Napoli 3, Inter 1. This was the Unk Derby.
And and Julian keeps calling Scott McTominay overrated.
Okay. He had a fantastic strike of the ball to make it 2-0 to Napoli. I have never once doubted his striking ability and his goal-scoring eye.
So what's the overratedness coming from?
I'm just saying
You're
that
just
in
saying
the
that the Serie A
big
MVP is overrated. Okay. And you were saying that last year before he even
I'm just saying
won.
if you actually watch him on the ball as a midfielder, he is a midfielder. I just don't. The technical quality is not there.
Okay, then
and
that just speaks to that. Then that doesn't speak
again.
to the
I
player.
pose to you once again.
Yeah.
He comes back to the Premier League, not even for United. Doesn't even have to be for United. But if he comes back to the Premier League, plays in a top Premier League team.
Yeah.
If he joins Liverpool, Arsenal, City, whoever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Is he doing even half of this?
So I've actually just figured out what your issue with Scott McTominay is. It is you don't like his profile of midfielder. You don't like the midfielder that is Scott McTominay. You don't like that build. You prefer a techie midfielder like an Iniesta who can pull out some moves, get out of tight spaces, and play a ball through.
There's that.
Be honest with me.
But no. First and foremost, sorry, audio listeners, I just smacked the fuck out of this mic. First and foremost, it is the years and years and years of data that I have where I think I have an elevated understanding over you and over everybody else of the kind of player Scott McTominay is.
In a rotten Manchester United team.
I mean, the Manchester United team that was coming second, the Manchester United team that was coming eighth. Like, there's two different Man United teams.
The fact that ex-Manchester United players, and we have so many examples, ball out in other leagues should be striking to you.
I think in a lot of the scenarios, it was a case of, oh my God, I just did it again. Sorry, all you listeners. Of Manchester United holding them back. I completely agree with that. This is not the same type of scenario, I don't think. I don't think it is. I just always thought, like, a lot of the time with the United signings that have come and gone, you're like, oh, he didn't get the right chance. Oh, he wasn't gelling with the manager here. Oh, he wasn't really kind of embedding himself in the system. The system wasn't really like built around him. He never really fit. He was kind of like a circle going in around, or a square peg, whatever the saying is.
Yeah.
Scott McTominay was the complete opposite of that. The amount of trust that Ollie put into him next to Fred, the amount of trust that Ten Hag put into him, not just to be playing as like a goal scorer near the end of his tenure at Man United, which ironically did work. I'll give you that, more as like a super sub or even as a blatant number 9 sometimes. But as a midfielder, it's over and over and over and over again, from Mourinho to Ollie to Rangnick to Ten Hag. Scott McTominay disappointed many Man United fans, so much so there's a reason we wanted him gone. If he stayed at Manchester United for another year or two, he would not be the same player. If he today went to an Arsenal or a top Premier League team, I don't care what the system is, I don't care what kind of players they employ, if he wants to be used as like an upper 10 in Amorim's system, whatever it is, he's not doing this same thing in the Premier League. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be that guy that's saying that the Serie A is significantly worse than the Premier League. However, let's just call it how it is. I'm not saying this is not a quality conversation. It's a style of play conversation. And the style of play in Serie A.
Literally what I said.
And the style of play in Serie A, 100% easily makes it way easier for players like Scott McTominay to succeed.
Okay. So, just for everybody listening, Julian had to go on a 2-minute, 30-second tangent.
I defend my takes.
To save his horrendous take when we started talking about Napoli-Inter. The Napoli-Inter people that wanted to listen to the segment are gone.
You asked me about Scott McTominay!
I may have started it. I will be honest.
God, bro.
But I did not bring this to a 2-minute tangent.
I can't win. I can't fucking win.
Let's talk about the game,
I just want to talk about Unk Derby, bro. I want to talk about...
Tell me about what happened in this game. I needed an outline of what happened.
You had a 2-minute period in this game, which looking back is very funny.
Yeah.
There's a reason they call this area the retirement league, and there was that 2-minute segment where it's absolutely on display. Henry Mkhitaryan commits a foul to give Napoli a penalty. He pulls his hamstring while committing that foul. You see him pulling up right away.
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne on the penalty slots it beautifully.
Great pen.
Pulls his hamstring as well. I know I don't want to keep up this Unk League allegations, but it's really hard to, Serie A. It's really, really, really hard to. I have never seen in a Premier League game a penalty scored and a penalty conceded by men with bodies breaking down on them.
Yeah.
I have not. I go over to the local over 35s league and maybe I'm seeing that. Henrik Mkhitaryan and Kevin De Bruyne in this game. I mean, like they're balling out in Serie A. These are the best midfielders Serie A has to offer. I just thought that moment was
Does that
funny.
say a lot?
I just thought that moment was funny. Kevin De Bruyne and Mkhitaryan at times are elite midfielders. Just kind of reminds you of the Unk-friendly style of the Serie A at times.
It's a beer league out there, bro.
Yeah, it is sometimes. It is.
No, I can't hate on Serie A.
Zengo and Gisa, meanwhile.
Talk about a midfielder.
Zengo and Gisa.
God damn.
You talk about athletic. You talk about in his
And not even just
prime.
his goal. Great performance all around.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that midfield 3. I mean, it's kind of like a midfield 5 for Napoli, but still.
It's crazy how they came off a 6-2 loss to PSV Eindhoven in the Champions League.
Oh, we didn't even talk about
where
that.
Antonio Conte is known to absolutely choke in the Champions League.
Yep.
And then he comes back and does his business in Serie A because he's one of the best league managers in the world. It's insane how he's just so shit at the Champions League.
Scott McTominay had 2 goals in this game as well.
He did. Overrated, though. Unbelievable. Let's move on.
I didn't even realize PSG are top of Champions League. Good job.
And Ligue 1, I will have you know.
And Ligue 1
Because you
again.
were clowning me last week.
Let's go into them for a little bit.
I mean, is there much to say? 3-0 win against Brest. Hakimi brace.
We'll make this very quick. Yep.
That's all you really need to know.
Was it with the B team as well?
It was a little mix of both. You know, the A team, the B team.
All right, let's assess this. I can't trust your word here.
Okay, fine.
Your lineup against Brest was the absolute goats. Lucas Chevalier in goal. A back 4.
Why do you hate him, man?
Who?
What is wrong with you?
With who?
Lucas Chevalier.
Excuse me? Why do I hate him?
Yeah.
Why do you hate him?
I don't hate him.
You're talking shit about him all the time.
No, I don't.
I
was sitting.
Okay.
I've been sitting here defending him.
Hate is strong. Fine. But like you're always making some.
He needs time to adapt in this new team, in this new environment, with the new team, in this new role.
I agree with you.
Let's not put the same pressure we put on Donnarumma on Chevalier, because then what is happening right now with Chevalier will continue on. He had to disable his Instagram comments because of PSG fans. I don't want to be that PSG fan, and I don't want to make the same mistake I made last season and the seasons prior with Donnarumma.
I'm telling you, Anto, if this continues, it's only a matter of time until his jersey is right here in the studio, and he becomes
do that.
He becomes the new Onana.
Don't do that. You're just trying to find something with my. You're just trying to find something to clown me with my incredible team. Don't lie to me right now.
I'm not forgotten about the incident last week.
What was the incident last week? That was not his fault.
The build-up, sure.
It was the 5 players before him that sold. He's also expecting a shot to go right at him.
Manuel Neuer is that same
Continue
thing.
the lineup,
I should
man.
shut the fuck up.
Continue the
A
lineup.
back four of Lucas Hernandez, William Pacho, Ilya Zabarny, and Ashraf Hakimi. Decent. Missing best left back in the
As
world,
I said, a mix of both.
Fair. Zaire Emery, Vitinha, and Kang Lee in the midfield.
As I said, mix of both.
Varskelia, Barcola, and Mayulu.
And we can't
this is kind
we
of
can't
like
do much more than that.
This is like A.5
at the
team.
moment.
B.5 team.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the B+ team. I should say.
Dembele came on, Desiree Doué came on, scored a goal. No
Okay,
complaints.
there you
It's
go.
Slowly starting to be.
Yeah, this
good
11
again.
is good enough to win Ligue.
It is. That's why we won 3-0.
There you go. And then against Leverkusen as well.
Oh yeah, 6-2. What a game, by the way. You were watching the wrong game. I will tell you that.
He doesn't even know the score of his own games. That's
7-2. 7-2.
Wow.
7-2. My bad. I forgot Vitinha's absolute
Too many
worldie at the end.
Too many goals.
Too many
guys.
goals. You know
Too many
you
goals
can't.
to count.
What is wrong with you, man?
I'm just saying. I'm like, imagine having a team this good. Oh, I could never.
It was 6-2 in my head because Vitinha scores a last-minute goal.
Last minute. Yeah. I understand.
Man
Good
of the match
performance
for
from
me,
you
by the way.
guys. I'm not trying to bash you here. I'm not trying to make it personal at all. It's very entertaining watching your team.
Thank you.
I had the goal zone up in front of me while the Arsenal game was in front of me.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, it just kept going to you guys.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Zabarny was trying to stir up the drama a little bit, trying to make the game fair after Endrich's red card, but we had to clean up after that.
Yeah. How is Leverkusen doing? Let me see. They are
Fifth in
fifth
Bundesliga.
in the Bundesliga.
They have a young team, man. They have a young.
Yeah, there's a
Like
lot of things going.
Kofane and
four
Poku.
wins in a row in the Bundesliga as well. I mean, they're kind of turning a corner. Obviously, first couple of games are in Ten Hag. A little bit awkward. Ever since then, they've brought in
The
Hjulman.
Yeah.
Hjulman, Casper
Yeah.
Hjulman.
You should know that, by the way.
Who was he manager of
Was he
again?
sporting manager? No, not sporting manager. He was one of the. What was he? Might have been sporting.
He was Denmark manager.
Yes.
at
Hjulman
the
is
Euros.
the sporting player. That's poor from me. It's late, guys. It's late.
10:30.
10:30.
Are you waking up early tomorrow?
I'm not.
Okay. It's okay.
I'm editing tonight, so
That's fair. Well, we'll make this quick on Bayern then before we get into our
all you,
roundup
brother.
in the end of our show. They won once again this week 3-0 against Mönchengladbach. The only point I'm going to make in this game is, first, no Harry Kane goal.
wow.
What the fuck
The
is
alarm
happening?
bells are ringing.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
But instead they just got this new absolute monster in Lennart Karl.
Lennart Karl.
Jesus Christ.
What a goal. What a week for him, too. Scored in the Champions League as well.
Scored in midweek and then scored an absolute screamer in this game.
Yeah.
Had like two other chances where he
At the
arguably
end of
should
the
have
game,
scored
yeah.
as well. I think Bayern have their own Lamine Yamal. I think it's fair to say Bayern have their own Lamine Yamal. Lennart Karl looks like an absolute monster, and I'm scared.
You're scared?
I think the football world needs to be scared
Wha-
of
wha-
Bayern and this guy. Just this seasons going forward.
What should scare them?
Everything about this team. Everything.
Oh, Bayern. I thought you were talking about Lennart Karl.
I mean, you bring off one of the best wingers in the world in Michael Elise, and on comes this kid who is causing absolute terror to any defense he comes into. He's one of those players where every single time he gets on the ball, something happens. He has confidence running in behind. He's getting chances. I mean, like, this is zero timidness out of this kid, and it's just absolutely fucking terrifying. Like, I have not seen a 17-year-old cook up professional football this much since last year.
Since last year, that's crazy. I think it was. Was it against?
What are you checking?
It was. I discovered this player. So Lennart Karl, I discovered against Auckland City in the Club World Cup, and I already thought that he was insane. Sure, it was against Auckland City, but that's how I discovered him, and he was doing very well.
All I'm gonna say,
Seeing this development from Bayern and their youngsters, they also have Bischoff coming up. They also have Pavlovic, who's relatively young, I think.
yeah. Been there for a little bit, but still. I mean, God, 2008. It's more 2008. He doesn't remember Man United win the league or winning the Champions League.
He also
sorry.
doesn't care.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know why you want to bring up Man United every chance you get.
No. I mean, even crazier. He probably doesn't remember Bayern winning the Champions League.
He probably doesn't
2013.
remember.
Probably doesn't remember Bayern winning the Champions League.
He probably doesn't remember Germany winning the World Cup. Or is that 6 years old? Like, do
Holy
you remember?
shit.
Do you remember your 6-year-old life?
I remember watching Spain win the World Cup. But like,
No, you don't.
No, yes, I do. Very like it's very, very faint. But I remember the day I was playing in the park with my dad. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Why are you okay? I'll just shut up then.
Was it fun?
I'll shut it up. It was very fun.
What kind of park was it?
It was the park right across the street.
Oh, still, wow.
Yes.
So you
and we had the ball.
Uh-huh.
We had the ball.
The ball that was called what?
Jabulani.
Good job.
The Jabulani.
Yeah.
And we bring it home.
Mm-hmm.
We're having fun. And I remember I'm not sitting on the couch. I'm not standing up. I'm lying on the floor with the TV like directly above me. Neck is
What are you doing,
breaking.
dude?
But I remember watching the game.
Yeah.
I remember watching the game. Like, do I remember the specific moment Iniesta scored in extra time? No, not really. Did I get bored and stop watching that point? Maybe. I don't remember. But I have a memory of that day watching the game. Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. See. Me at 6
Do you
years
remember
old,
Euro 2012?
I do.
You do.
I remember I was at the cottage. I was at the cottage that day of the final. We were having family over.
Who's in the final?
Spain and Italy.
Good job. What was the scoreline?
Thank you. It was 4-0.
Good job. Wow.
Sorry.
How did Portugal do that tournament?
Round of 16?
I don't know. Let me check.
No, there was no round of 16. It was quarterfinals.
I think you guys got grouped, pal.
No, we didn't.
No, you didn't.
To Spain?
You lost to Germany.
Was it to Spain?
Germany.
To Germany?
You lost to Germany.
In 2012?
Yeah, Mario Gomez goal, 72nd minute.
I could have sworn it was against Spain.
French referee.
Anyways. So yeah, Lennart Karl probably doesn't much remember Germany winning the World Cup.
The last World Cup I vividly remember, the last honestly memory of football I vividly remember was 2014.
That World Cup?
Yeah.
No, fair.
But like I fully remember it.
No.
Like it wasn't like a faint. Like
No.
I remember
I
my
have a
dad
couple
telling me the
of those
scoreline
faint
in 2010 of the final.
No.
Yeah. I used to collect there used to be these cereal boxes in France with inside the cereal box it'd be like a little ball with a nation on them.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I used to collect those, and I used to like finish the cereal so quick, so my parents would buy a new one. And I thought as a kid, I had the Spain one, right? I had the Spain one and the Netherlands one. So I thought, no, I didn't have the Netherlands one. Sorry, I had the Spain one. So the night before the game, or the night of the game, I go to bed early because I'm a little kid. And the next morning, I go to that Spain ball and I'm looking for a star because the nations have a star of how many World Cups they won. So as a kid, my dumbass self picks up the ball, checks if there's a star. There's no star, so automatically I thought that Netherlands
So
won.
that's 2010.
Yeah, that's 2010.
Okay, so you have.
But I don't
faint
remember. I didn't
memories.
watch I don't remember the game.
Okay, but you got like faint memories.
Yeah.
You want to talk about faint memories? I remember 3 months old.
Okay, go fuck yourself, man.
All right. I mean, like, yeah, nothing much else to talk about football. We didn't talk about Man United much, but I won't take it personally. It's fine. We're absolutely back, but not an overreaction at all.
Yeah, we
Sending
didn't even
Lennart's
talk
best
about it.
keeper in the world. Brian Burmo, 2 goals. Bruno
You're right. We
Fernandes,
didn't talk
master
about it at
plans.
all,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll stay low key. We'll stay humble.
Okay.
We'll stay humble. Let's move on to a little FPL roundup
You do it today.
before wrapping up this episode. It's been a good week for your boy.
How's it?
It's been a good week for your boy. Let me get a full screen for you real quick. Hello, Lennart Karl. In the 6YB League, everything has shaken up.
Has it though?
Mm-hmm.
The top remains the
Damn
same.
Danso has gone from 3rd down to 4th on Saturday, up to 2nd.
Boom!
Everything's switching
Wow.
up. All 3 of us have like completely switched around position today. Well, you are. What's your global rank?
22,000.
Like fucking ridiculous. I don't know. It's just unfair at this point.
It's-
But the
we've
rest
done,
of
we've,
us,
we've done better in the past.
us normal FPL players down here are having a hell of a league. Like this is like City 4-peat kind of era of
Yeah.
dominance where like, 2nd to 5th is crazy.
Yeah, like the
but,
Champions
you
League
know,
battle is insane.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
City
but
are
don't
always,
worry
yeah.
about first. But
Yeah.
maybe we'll make up. We'll see. Last this week was you.
It was me.
Oh my goodness.
It
Frim
was
Ping
me.
Pong. Maybe the choke
Ping
starts
pong.
now.
It won't.
Yeah, David Ryan in net for 6 points. Gabriel with 9. That Arsenal defense, as we mentioned, absolutely unfair. The rest of the team blanked outside
So let
of
me-
Senesi and
So let me tell you the story of how the Frimpong Pong manager went up and picked up Ellie Junior Krupi.
Good pull.
So he saw last season specifically, he was keeping tabs on Ligue 2 and how Lorient specifically were doing, and he actually found joy in watching Ellie Junior Krupi score in almost every game and finish Ligue 2 player of the season and top goal scorer.
All right, bro. You finished 4th, by the way.
So he went up and he established his contacts right away.
I can't.
When Ellie Junior Krupi moved to Bournemouth, he said, I have my tabs on you. And then as soon as Evan Nilsson got injured, he said, you're my guy. And he's my guy now.
Why does it say he's playing 6 minutes a game? 12? Oh, no,
that
these
must
are
be
points.
wrong.
I'm stupid.
He
I'm
played
stupid,
the full
Oh, here
90.
we go. There we go.
74.
68, 74. Okay, so he started 2 games and
Yeah.
fair. But you still came 4th this week. That's a lot of yap for coming 4th this week.
It's all good. We're still first.
I digress. 3rd this week was Puffinon Zubi, who got 49 points, just barely 3rd on the week, just barely above average. He had Petrovic. Is that a
Looking
new
back at
signing?
these names,
Is that a new signing?
no, he's always had him.
Okay.
Looking back at these names, I think Blake is the best one.
Ouch.
Yeah, I think Blake is the best one.
Okay. Anyways, Petrovic in net for 8 points. Gabriel with 9. Virgil van Dijk blank, but he had Pedro Porro coming in with 11 points. Man,
Great
he would be
stuff.
feeling great about this and the Tottenham defense if it wasn't for another man who we'll get onto later. He had Semenyo for 3, Ndiaye with 2, Saka for 3, Anderson for 2, Caicedo with 2, Holland captain with 4 points. I think everybody had Holland captain. Didn't work out that well.
His
But
bench is stacked, though.
his bench is looking very good. He had Isidore on the bench for 7 and Konsa on the bench for 8. That's a very good bench. Not better, though, than Miles' bench, Teta Penitentiary FC's bench, who had
The top scorer of this week.
28 points
Wow.
on his bench. Mickey Van de Ven for 23 points on Miles' bench. He has also
Interesting.
changed his name. I feel like we should bring up.
We did that last week.
Hack for anybody on the, if you find your way into the 6YB Fantasy League and you're facing a punishment for changing your name before the next time you come on the episode, don't change your name. Just don't fucking come on the episode, and you can get punished.
Exactly.
Just
Another shot.
so there you fucking go. He had Eze for 11 points, finally coming good. Gabriel for 9 points. Raya for 6. Bruno Fernandes for 4 points. I think you had him as well. And then nothing else.
Then it now leads us to
And then we take a big jump. We kind of leap up
from
the table
52
here.
to
From 52 to 61.
61.
So quite a significant jump here. We have
Literally 9
Damn
points.
Danso winning the week with 61 points. Ryan net for 6, Gabrielle for 9, Senezi for 5, and Mickey Van de Ven
Beautiful
with a
stuff
brace,
that is.
with DEFCON, with a clean sheet, and for 23 points. The rest of my team blanked.
Did it actually?
Yep.
Oh
I had
my
Igor
God.
Thiago on my bench for 5 points.
Yeah.
Besides that, nothing else. Look at this.
A lot of
He's
green.
cracked.
A lot of green.
He's cracked the top.
Oh, not just
million.
cracked. He's cleared it.
Yep.
Good stuff, man.
I think I've halved my rank this week.
That's great stuff.
Thank you very
It's
much.
always nice.
I would also like to point out I have overtaken Blake in this league as
In
well.
the Fan First League?
Yep.
Nice. Who's first there?
What- Bruno, damn scar, bro.
72 points?
Yeah, this guy is
He's
okay.
down.
400K overall, but yeah, very interesting team. Anyways, that will do it for another episode of the 6 Year Box Podcast. Everybody, this has been quite an enjoyable episode.
fun.
I feel like we've really flowed well.
Oh, yeah.
I just sometimes we really.
It feels good sometimes.
It does. Anyways, fuck the Arsenal. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Hit that little notification bell so you don't miss another episode of
Give us hype, whatever that
Absolute
is.
Hit that hype button.
Yeah.
Look
Thank
at
you,
you,
thank
tap
you.
it in. A new feature on YouTube for smaller channels. You can give them hype, and then it kind of boosts their chances in the algorithm. So if you want to give us some hype, that button should be there.
You just have to scroll to it on the app. There's like the like button, the share button, and then you swipe a little bit.
Yep.
Hype.
Yep. There you go. So hype us up if you can.
There you go.
If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, give us a little 5-star rating. That helps as well. And let us know, what's your plan for when Arsenal win the Premier League? Are you fleeing the country like we will? That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you have a fantastic week of football, and we will see you all next week. Goodbye.
We out!